The Gemstone Godzilla is an unstoppable force that in just over 16 minutes of screen time has earned the respect of myself and many others to be considered as one of the more powerful iterations of the character. But is this a new version of Godzilla, or is this a return of Godzilla Junior, making Gemstone Godzilla the heir to the throne as the Heisei King of the Monsters? In the epic conclusion of the Heisei era, we witness the passing of the torch from Godzilla to his adopted son Junior, who grew into a new stage after absorbing the life force of a dying, burning Goji. But what happened next for this newly crowned G? Well, unfortunately, nothing until, that is, we get to Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex and its parallels to the Heisei era that are undeniable. To begin with, the soundtrack is full of classics from all over the Heisei era, opening with Psychic Chorus from Mechagodzilla 2, where Junior first appears as Baby, and ending with Requiem and the end title from Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, and that is subtle compared to what comes next. A recreation of the scene where Junior becomes the next Godzilla, starring Gemstone G, which plays at the beginning and at the end of the short. But what seals the deal for me is the addition of the short's narrator, Megumi Odaka, reprising her role as Miki Segusa, a star of the Heisei era who was a psychic and close friend of Junior. She tells us that once there was a fierce battle. And a quarter of a century has passed since you disappeared, which is close as verse Destoroyah and Gigan Rex have a 27-year gap in between them. She continues on saying that people forgot but thought it was fine because it has been peaceful. But here they come, referring to the Showa Kaiju that would return for their various anniversaries. I'd also note that the Heisei King of the Monsters had a mastery of his atomic abilities that few others have shown. He was the first to use the atomic pulse, and he would be the first of his kind to unlock spiral and flame-colored atomic attacks. Comparatively, the Gemstone G possesses a similar knowledge of the atomic energies, where he was the first to use short-controlled atomic bursts, nuclear pulse-powered punches, and the pulse-powered flying kick. Add to this that he has a special state that looks surprisingly similar to the burning form, yet with a controlled white glow, and the commonalities begin to stack up. In the Megalon short, as Godzilla approaches the city, he's attacked by the defense force, yet he chooses to ignore them and does not retaliate. In my mind, this is just another clue that this is Junior, as he had a good relationship with mankind, one that could explain this indifference towards their attacks. The link could even help explain how the Gemstone G is so powerful. When Kaiju absorb the life force of another Kaiju, it can lead to a massive upgrade, as seen with Mothra to legendary Godzilla, Fire Rodan to Godzilla, and Mothra to Ghidorah. Though here, it would be from Godzilla to Godzilla, and one in a burning state no less. The energy transfer would be off the charts. Even so, there are two issues with these two being the same guy. The shorts version has a darker, rougher texture to its skin, with scars similar to the ones seen on Shin Godzilla. Yet more notably, he has 5 fingers on each hand, whereas Junior only had 4. Now the change to the skin could have happened over time, or from exposure to radiation or damage from other monsters. As for the other finger, the suits used to change all the time with no reason given in the films. So is this truly Godzilla Junior of the Heisei era? While there's no official confirmation, the evidence certainly makes a compelling case. I really think that the director meant for the two to be the same monster. There are just too many links in such short films, especially with the addition of Miki Segusa. With all of the evidence put together, the Gemstone G, in my mind, at least until an official notification says otherwise, is Godzilla Junior fighting off Showa threats who are returning for their birthday celebrations in a modern Heisei era. What are your thoughts on the Gemstone G in Godzilla Junior? Thanks for watching, guys, take care, and I hope to see you next time.